Hi, I'm Dr. consultant orthopedic surgeon, and have done more than 10,000 surgeries involving both the hips, knees, and regular trauma surgeries. You have seen a video which is stating how much amount of protein has to be taken and the side effects of taking protein supplements by young as well as elderly people. So, how much protein is to be taken is a myth amongst various people, and the video which is being played behind shows certain facts, but according to my experience, these facts might slightly different. So, what I understand about this video is a patient taking or a person taking 5 scoops of protein per day after not doing exercises is really detrimental and has caused avascular necrosis. See, avascular necrosis is not the direct result of having very high amount of protein. Avascular necrosis is a condition where the blood supply to the head or the ball of the thigh bone, which is forming the hip joint, is damaged, and it has caused weakening of the bones because since the blood supply is not there, the tissue weakens. And some people quoting that it is because of high amount of protein intake. No, it is not the direct effect of high amount of protein intake. There might be other issues also. So the question arises, how much protein is required for your day-to-day life if you are living normal life without any rigorous exercises, if you are not a sports person, if you are not into bodybuilding or weight gaining process, then I would say is 1 gram of protein per kg body weight is what is your daily requirement. Any person who is taking 1 gram of protein per kg body weight should be in the safe zone without it causing any kind of side effect. What is this protein source? It can be either whey protein for vegetarian, soya bean for vegetarian, some dry fruits for vegetarian, or some other fruits or grains which has some amount of protein content. So 1 gram of protein per kg body weight of a person who is 70 kg, so his protein requirement is 70 grams. 70 grams should be divided into whey, into milk, into grains, into dry fruits, into various amounts, and build up to 70 grams. But if the protein source is just one, the body is used to digesting that amount of protein, and it might not be very helpful to build up the normal bones and tissues or other structures if only single type of protein is being taken. Single source of protein is not ideal for building up the adequate daily requirement of your body. Secondly, if a sports person, if a bodybuilder, if a growing child is being advised to take protein, then the protein intake of the body can increase from 1.5 to 2 grams at the max. These 2 grams of protein should be judiciously taken in form of either whey, not only whey, because that's the easiest way one can have protein, but it should be added along with adequate amount of fiber, adequate amount of vitamins, and adequate amount of exercises, so that this protein, whatever you are taking, is also flushed out, and these byproducts also flushed out with adequate amount of water inside. So I would suggest that judicious amount of protein intake will never ever cause any kind of diseases in your body. But if this protein which is taken is not utilized by the body, then this protein eaten is going to lead to weight gain. It is not flushed out in the stool, it is not flushed out in the urine, but it is converted to fat. This fat might not just be very good fat like HDL, it can be LDL, it can be triglycerides, so which can cause hypercholesterolemia in your body, and thus the side effects of in the heart, in the bones, in the brain, and obesity in whole. So judicious protein intake and adequate utilization of this intaken protein should be done, which will give you the best of the results, and don't fall into any assumptions, because protein is really very good for the body because they are the building blocks. Thank you very much.